What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. And today I want to talk about Amazon SEO because in my experience as a seller, Amazon SEO and being able to rank higher on the search results can make or break a product. You've probably heard of search engine optimization. It encompasses a number of strategies used to optimize a page, website, video, piece of content in order to rank higher in search rankings of different platforms. By taking a page from traditional SEO strategy, you increase your chances of ranking higher on the platform Amazon, and in return or in result, increase your sales. So how do you go about optimizing your Amazon listings for ranking higher on Amazon search results? Today I partnered with AMZScout, which mission is to help Amazon sellers successfully launch their business, maintain profitability and multiply their income. To tell you everything you need to know about Amazon SEO, including the best ways and techniques to boost your rankings. Amazon is a search engine, which means that the way people navigate is primarily by using the search bar. What that means for you as a seller is that in order for you to be successful on Amazon, you need to be able to get your listings and your products to show up on the search results after people type whatever they type on the search bar. For example, if you sell jade rollers and every time someone searches for jade roller, your listing shows up, then you're able to sell a lot of products. This is the goal of every seller. In essence, Amazon SEO is somewhat similar to traditional or normal SEO, but your platform of focus for optimization of your content is Amazon instead of Google. Optimizing properly for Amazon will make your listings more relevant. Amazon will be able to rank you higher, more people will find your listing, and therefore you will be able to sell more organically. There are several things that go into and play into Amazon SEO, and that determine how Amazon will choose to rank your listing on the search results. Knowing what keywords you are targeting, and you need to do keyword research for this, an optimized product title, product description, high quality product images and how good your reviews are, your backend keywords, and of course, if you're in stock or not. As I said before, both Amazon and Google have a similarity when it comes to the fact that they are a search engine. They both rely on keywords in order to determine whether a given search result is relevant or not and present it to the user. However, their main goal is different. Google's main goal is to answer a user's query. A typical Google user is looking to get a question answered or find a piece of information. So Google ranks pages based on how the user interacts with those pages and the search results. It reads all user signals and engagement to determine if each search result solves the user query or not. Amazon's goal, on the other hand, is to present a product that the visitor will buy. So Amazon ranks products based on how likely they are to result in a sale. This is the main thing to keep in mind when you're doing anything on Amazon, is that Amazon actually wants you to sell just as much as you want to sell. If you do a good job optimizing your listing for the user and convincing the user that your product is good and that they should buy it, then they will rank it. Okay, now let's dive a little bit deeper into Amazon SEO and investigate or talk about the algorithm that Amazon uses in order to rank you on the search results, and it is called A9. The A9 algorithm bases its rankings on primarily 4 factors: the keywords you use in your product listing, click-through rate, meaning how often people click on your listing, the conversion rate of your product listing, so how often people make a purchase after landing on your listing, and finally the number of positive reviews your product has. And these are all super crucial things for you to keep in mind, for you to truly understand how Amazon looks and analyzes your listing, and they all make a lot of sense. Just think about it. You want to make sure you use the keywords that actually are relevant to your product in your listing so people can find it easily. They want you to make your listing enticing so people click on when they see it. They want people to actually convert or buy your product once they are on your listing. That signals that you satisfy the user query, and that's Amazon's main goal, remember? And finally, if people come back to say your product is good and does what it says it does, then you're rewarded. Okay, so now we covered all of the basics and all of the concepts that play a role and that are very important for you to grasp so that you can create a successful Amazon product listing. But How do you actually, in practical terms, go about creating a product page that will rank high in search results? Here are 4 things that you can do to optimize your listings. Number 1, do keyword research. The first step, and in my opinion the most important step, is to do proper keyword research in order to understand in depth what are the keywords that you must include on your listing and also in your PPC ads later on when you launch. You probably already have an idea of what keywords you want to use and what keywords are relevant, but doing keyword research will uncover dozens of more keywords, dozens of other keywords that you're not even thinking about, and also tell you how important each of them is in relative terms to all of the others. You want to find keywords that are very relevant to your product. This is key, okay? But that are searched a large number of times over the course of 30 days. And this is called search volume. You want keywords with a large search volume. So how do you conduct keyword research? The first thing you can do is to type your product into the search bar on Amazon's website. This will automatically generate a bunch of suggestions based on what people are searching for on Amazon. But you will want to find a lot more keywords than this. And the best way to go about it from here is to use a keyword research tool. This will allow you to find many more related keywords and even see how many searches they get, so you can define which keywords are the most important to you. I will tell you about AMZScout's keyword research tool later on in this video. Keep watching or go to this timestamp to watch it now. But I want to tell you already that I have a tool that I love, which essentially allows you to do reverse ASIN tracking. So you plug in competitors' ASIN and it tells you all of the keywords that they are ranking for, so that you know exactly which keywords to use to get on their level very, very fast. But I'll tell you more about it in a second. Second thing you can do to optimize your Amazon listing is to incorporate your keywords into your product listing. After you have all of your keywords that you get from your keyword research tool, what you need to do is to make sure that you use them throughout your listing, of course. And here are the 3 main areas that you want to use your keywords at. Product title. Make sure your title includes your primary keyword. Use additional keywords if you can without exceeding 200 characters. Also the product features. These are the bullet points at the top of your listing, and try to use your primary keyword again, along with several other keywords that you want to rank for and also longer tail keywords. And finally, the product description. Like the features, make sure to include keywords where appropriate throughout your description. And remember that on Amazon, you are better off using several different keywords that are relevant, of course, than using a lot of times the same one. So instead of using over and over and over again the same word or the same few keywords, just make sure to include a variety of keywords in a very natural way. And that's why it is so important for you to do keyword research and for you to have a long list of keywords that are relevant for this product and that people use when searching this product, so that you can actually use a bunch of different keywords and not always use the same keyword. Include keywords when it makes sense, but make sure it sounds natural and human. Don't overuse them or spam. Amazon will be able to tell if you're spamming and will penalize you for it. Plus, remember that the goal of your listing is to sell a product to a human. Stuffing your content with keywords and making it not readable and not appealing to a human will definitely not help you with that goal. Number 3, or the third thing you can do in order to optimize your product listing, is to create descriptive content for your listing. After you place all of your relevant keywords and several relevant keywords in your listing, what you need to do is to go back and make sure that the overall result is enticing and that it will result in a strong or high conversion rate from the user. Remember, you want to make sure that everyone that lands on your listing will buy it, or as close to it as you can get. Use high quality images. Make sure your images are really high quality so people can see your product. Include photos from multiple angles that highlight the various features of your product. Remember to highlight benefits as well as features. When listing your product features, highlight also how the feature benefits the customer. So for example, one of my products is a baby sling, and we mentioned that the material is elastic up to a certain extent. But we say that the material is elastic because it gives a benefit to the users, meaning the baby will not be too tight and uncomfortable, and the mom will also not suffer from back pain from using it. So you see, we talk about the feature, but we link it with the benefits. Another tip is to write a detailed and accurate product description. Use this area to go into more detail about your product. Explain your product's features and talk about all the ways that they will benefit the customer. A detailed product description can have a big impact on your conversion rate. Finally, use enhanced brand content / A+ content for branded products if you can, whenever you have a trademark. If you're selling branded products, these features will allow you to customize your product listing content and even include videos. This means that you can create more engaging, memorable, and professional content that will lead to higher sales. Videos are a groundbreaking change. They change the game for you, trust me. Remember, you are not writing for the algorithm. Yes, that plays a part in your thoughts and it should be included in your considerations, but you are writing for customers, for people. Make sure that your listing is well thought through and that it highlights the best or the most important product features. Finally, the fourth thing that comes into play are reviews. So the more reviews you have and the better result rating you have on those reviews, then the higher you will rank. While it may seem that your reviews are out of your control completely, there are actually a number of things that you can do in order to make sure that people feel encouraged to write you a review, to come back and write a review, and also to make sure that you keep those scores high. Here are a few tips. Number one, describe your product accurately. A lot of bad reviews are the result of a misleading product description. So make sure your product description is accurate and honest so that customers know exactly what they are getting. So for example, this happened to us. One of the colors we sell for the baby sling is marketed as being turquoise, but the product is actually more like green. And people noticed and they came back to tell us about it, and we suffered the consequences. So lesson learned. Another one is to provide great customer service. So be sure to answer all of your customer questions and be quick to respond to any issues your customers have. Even if something goes wrong with your product, if you're able to solve the customer's problems and provide them with a good experience, they'll be unlikely to leave a negative review. This happened to us also with the baby slings, that people actually were receiving the wrong color other than the one they purchased. There was probably some problem with the barcodes and people were not getting the right color. And this happened a few times, and what I did was that I stepped in and I offered to send them the right color free of charge, in addition to the one they already had that was the wrong color. And this was the best solution, because having bad reviews and bad ratings, either on my product or myself as a seller, would cost me a lot more money in the long run. In the end, having a lot of good reviews will make searchers or potential customers trust you more, which will result in more sales, which will result in higher search rankings or rankings in the search results. Okay, so now let's talk about specific tools and software that you can use in order to make navigating Amazon SEO a whole lot easier. First, let's talk about AMZScout. AMZScout, available with a free trial, is a powerful Amazon product research toolset. It can help you brainstorm product ideas and find profitable niches. It also includes the keyword search and the keywords tracker tool, which can help you find the best keywords to use for your products, which is what we are talking about today. You can access these tools in your account on AMZScout's website. And with the keyword search tool, you can enter a seed keyword and the tool will generate dozens of keywords ideas that are related to it. You can also specify the category and marketplace if you wish. For example, if you're selling in Germany, you can set the marketplace to Germany. After you search for your product, hundreds of long-tail keywords will come up for you to review. You'll also be able to see how many monthly searches each term gets. And this allows you to select keywords that you know are searched by customers all of the time, giving you a better chance at increasing the traffic to your Amazon listings. By using the product keywords tool, you'll be able to analyze your competitors' pages to see what keywords they are using. Enter the ASIN number of the listing, you'd like to analyze to get started. This is what I was telling you about earlier, that you can just put the ASIN of your competitor and it tells you all of the keywords they are ranking for. You will then be able to see what keywords that listing is targeting, as well as how many searches they receive, so that you can use those terms for your own product pages. And if you plan on running Amazon PPC ads, these tools can also be used to select keywords for your campaign. I love this use of keywords. I am choosing keywords for my listings. I like to use both methods. First, I input the target keyword, the seed keyword, and I get all of the suggestions, hundreds of suggestions with the respective search volume, so how many times each keyword is searched. And then I go in there and I plug in all of my main competitors' ASINs, and I get also those keywords. I put both things, and also the method I told you first of just writing it on the search bar and get all of those suggestions. Those are also very relevant. I input all of that, I put all of that together in an Excel list, and then I remove the duplicates. And then that's how I go about selecting which keywords to choose. If I can, I use as many as possible. I also see how many searches they have so that I know what is my primary keyword, my secondary, all of my long tail, and so on. So this is definitely very powerful, and you definitely need a keyword research tool just like this one in order to do a very good job and make sure that you will rank high on search. Another tool that you can use is AMZScout Keyword Tracker, because rankings are ever-changing, and once you have done everything you need to do to improve your Amazon SEO, you should monitor your rankings to see how they improve, or also if anyone suddenly comes in to take your spot. And this is where AMZScout Keyword Tracker can help. This tool lets you track your rankings for various keywords over time. You will be able to monitor how your product ranks for any given keyword, see exactly which keywords your pages rank for, view charts to see how your rankings have changed over time, and monitor your competitors to see how they are ranking for similar keywords. With a keyword tracker, you'll be able to see how the changes you make impact your rankings, which is amazing. This will allow you to adjust your strategy and ensure that you always stay at the top of the search results. You can try these AMZScout's powerful tools for both product and keyword research for free. And the AMZScout trial even comes with a free course that will teach you everything about how to use the tools to find products and to get better rankings on Amazon, and how to start with an Amazon FBA business. Check it out now using the link in the description. Besides tools and software, you can also use copywriting services and Amazon listing specialists in order to up your Amazon SEO game. There are a lot of copywriters that specialize in writing Amazon listings in a way that will include the most amount of keywords possible and also in the most natural way possible, and that will basically guarantee that your Amazon listing will have a high conversion rate. Creating effective Amazon listings is an art, and it takes a while to master it. And in my opinion, this sort of investments is one of those investments that you only need to do once, and that will naturally pay for itself over time. Plus, a lot of experts out there are quite affordable, and the process of creating your first few listings with them will teach you a lot that you can use to create your next listings yourself. Finally, I want to leave you with some extra tips and tricks. My first tip is to optimize your images. Not having proper images can hurt your rankings and can even get your listing suppressed. So it's very important to make sure that you follow to the T Amazon Images guideline. Sure your images are at least 1,000 per 1,000 pixels and that the product is placed against a white background. The product must also fill at least 85% of the image and be clearly visible. Again, you can also hire someone to take your Amazon pictures for you. I love to use Upwork to find different professionals that I am sure will respect these guidelines and will also offer me a variety of different pictures showcasing all the different features and attributes of the product. Another tip is to take advantage of Backend Keywords. Earlier in the video, I briefly mentioned Backend Keywords. And these are keywords that you enter on the back end of your listing to let Amazon know which keywords you want to rank for with your listing. You can access these keywords by logging into your account and going into Inventory, Manage Inventory, and then clicking the Edit button next to the product you want to add backend terms for. Click the Keywords tab at the top and navigate to the Search Terms field. There you'll be able to add keywords. You have limited space and you should use terms that you didn't include in your listing, okay, to maximize this tool. Also, you don't need to add any commas or punctuation between each term. Another tip is to definitely use Amazon's FBA program. I love the Fulfilled by Amazon program, or the FBA program. In my opinion, that's what enables this business model to be the closest thing to passive as possible. The FBA program is extremely convenient for sellers. It enables you to ship all of your inventory to the fulfillment centers where it is stored, and whenever someone buys something from you, Amazon takes care of everything and ships it for you. We know that, right? But it can also help you with SEO. If you are a seller that ships to the FBA program, your product will be eligible for Prime shipping. This has proven to drastically improve sales, and I'm sure you understand why as an Amazon customer, which in turn will help boost your search rankings. And letting Amazon take care of your fulfillment topics for you will also prevent negative reviews when it comes to this topic. So that can also help you rank higher in the rankings as well. Another tip is to keep your inventory stocked. You cannot sell if you do not have inventory. And not having inventory will hurt your conversion rate, which in result will hurt your rankings. And Amazon also tends to not list products that are out of stock. And even if they would list you, if you don't have stock, you cannot make a sale. So how does that work? Basically, my tip here is to stay on top of your inventory. Make sure you are stocked. Remember, always in this business, if you don't have stock, you don't have a business. My last tip for you is to complete your Amazon listing. As you may know, there are a lot, and I mean a lot of fields on the back end of your listing, and it is definitely worth it to spend that time once to make sure nothing is left blank. The Amazon algorithm benefits or privileges the listings that are 100% complete, so that can be something that you have that other competitors don't. Make sure to don't skip any of these sections, also because the more content about your product you have and you offer, the more likely you are to convince a customer to go for you instead of another option. And that is all I have for you today. Always think of the human on the other side of the screen that is thinking about buying your product. Make sure you write for him, make sure you know your keywords, and you will be fine. And remember, the AMZScout tools can definitely help you with this. AMZScout has reverse ASIN lookup, which allows you to plug in your competitors' ASINs and get immediately the list of all of their keywords so that you can plug them in your listing so that you can immediately catch up with them on your search results. With the Amazon keyword research tool, you can develop your product listing and find keywords that your competitors don't know about. Finally, the keyword tracker enables you to stay on top of your SEO rankings and run PPC ads that make sure your business is ahead. On top of all of this, you can also get access to the AMZ course in masterclass, in which you can learn how to run PPC ads, optimize listings for click-through rate, get early reviews for your product so that you can rank quickly higher in the search results. Basically, you get a bunch of tools and functionalities to make sure that you learn everything you need, and also that you have everything at your disposal so that you can be successful with Amazon FBA. Try AMZScout for free now using the link in my description. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We see you very soon for another one.